Hello, friends, and welcome back to another episode of the Juicebox Podcast. I got a lot of great feedback from the first one, so let's do another I Don't Understand with my daughter Arden. Today's topic is that we don't know where fingernails grow from. You're going to fall into one of two categories. Either you don't know either and you'll come along for the ride, or you do know and you're about to think, oh my God, what's wrong with these people? Nothing you hear on the Juicebox Podcast should be considered advice, medical or otherwise. Always consult a physician before making any changes to your healthcare plan. If you have type 1 diabetes or are the caregiver of someone with type 1 and you're a U.S. resident, and I guess you want to help with type 1 diabetes research, I'm asking you, politely and kindly, to go to t1dexchange.org/juicebox. Join the registry and complete the survey. That's it. The survey will take you about 10 minutes. This whole thing shouldn't take you that long at all. And it's super easy. They ask you questions. You know the answers to the questions. It's not like they ask you where fingernails grow from. They're just going to ask you questions about diabetes. You're going to answer them. It's going to be very quick. And bickety bam, just like that, you've helped. t1dexchange.org/juicebox. This episode of the Juicebox Podcast is sponsored by AG1. Drink AG1.com/juicebox. When you use my link and place your first order, you're going to get a welcome kit, a year's supply of vitamin D, and 5 free travel packs. Today's podcast is sponsored by the insulin pump that my daughter has been wearing since she was 4 years old, Omnipod. Omnipod.com/juicebox. You too can have the same insulin pump that my daughter has been wearing every day for 16 years. This episode of the Juicebox Podcast is sponsored by Cozy Earth. Use the offer code JUICEBOX at checkout at CozyEarth.com and you will save 40% off of your entire order. Hey, Ards, what's up?
Hello.
We're going to do another episode of I Don't Understand.
Mm-hmm.
Today we've decided...
I'm sorry, I just heard Mom throw the dog's food.
Let me just say something. You have no idea how many times I'm up here recording bumpers for the podcast or something, and I start talking, I'm like, hello, friends, and then you just hear from downstairs, I'm like, oh, okay.
And it's always Mom.
It's always Mom.
It's her getting ice or
oh my God, her digging around in that ice tray.
The way she digs for ice is the way that she tries to pick up popcorn. Do you know what I'm saying?
One of those.
She goes she's fluffing it up. That's going to change the way it tastes.
Meanwhile,
every time she does that, I'm just like, why are you fingering the popcorn? There's absolutely no reason you have to be doing that right now.
I always make her uncomfortable with that whenever she touches something. Even if it's my wallet on the table, I'm like, don't finger my wallet. She's like, oh.
But that's her. She's taking it the wrong way because people can always say why are you fingering my food? Why it's just a thing.
Yeah, she's dirty in her mind. Yeah, I gotcha.
Yeah, she's like a little teenage boy.
Anyway, when I say oh, I'm sorry about the noise, people on the other end always say I didn't hear it. But
no, I didn't think they would hear it. I just thought it was funny because it sounded like she was done with the dog.
It's like she put food in his bowl, but she dropped it from 40 feet.
In the air.
That's what it sounded like.
She
right?
probably did.
She's just that'll make it in there.
Oh, my shoulder hurts.
Your shoulder? Her?
That's probably
we shouldn't make fun of her. She's in pain with her shoulder.
Oh.
She might hear this one day and it'll hurt her feelings.
She's going to listen to this?
You think she'll listen? She does not listen to my podcast.
No, she will because I'm on it.
That's what I'm thinking, maybe.
Yeah, because she loves me more than you.
I came downstairs today. I was like, Kelly, I put out a great episode today. I think you would find it really interesting. Do you think you'll listen to it? And she's like, no.
No. I don't listen to your podcast.
You know, I made that podcast just for you, right?
I know you did.
Mm-hmm.
Hopefully one day I can listen to it.
Do you think you'll listen to it after my passing?
If you pass before me.
All right. What is it today that we don't understand?
You tell me. You have the list in front of you.
Well, it's your list, but all it says is fingernails. What is that what is your question even?
Where are they coming from? Someone tell me.
Where? Oh. So you're saying they're getting longer, but if I feel behind my cuticle, it's not like they're back there and coming out
Well, technically, I do know it's true that back behind your cuticle a little bit, your fingernails, it lies there. And it's growing from there. It's growing out. from under there.
It's growing from there or from the tip?
No, it's growing from back more.
The tip is dead.
Yeah.
Deader.
Wait, right here?
Yeah. I guess not dead. You can feel...
Honey, it's not growing from here.
No.
It's growing from back here.
Okay.
Your fingernail grows that way.
Right.
God. Yes.
Please don't make fun of me while we're making this podcast.
Well, that was crazy.
Okay.
Okay. So it's growing from... Jesus Christ. It's growing from...
It's growing from the back, but my finger side.
Yes.
But behind the cuticle and
yes.
under the skin.
I do know that to be true. But
how do you know that? I mean, no is a strong word.
Us smart people know things.
Your assumption.
No, I know that's true.
Wait, so it's a thing you heard?
Yeah.
Okay.
And I know that is true.
All right, that's fair enough. So like when I think of this question, I think of Wolverine. You know, X-Men?
Yeah, but if you cut his claws, they would just, like, they're a certain length.
Do you know his claws are made out of the same metal as Captain America's shield?
I do know such a thing.
Okay, so, but my point is that they're inside of his arm and they jut out.
Yeah.
So the growth in my mind is like that, like it's pushing out from inside.
Yeah.
But
yeah.
So, but it's building the nails somewhere, like a 3D,
yes.
Like a 3D printer.
Well, also same to be said with like your hair.
Yeah, because there's not hair inside my brain.
Mm-mm. Like the follicles are on top and then they grow or whatnot.
Okay.
For some reason, that makes more sense to me than the fingernail thing.
It seems like the same exact thing to me.
I don't know. It feels weird because they're like hard.
That's not what I meant. I meant because it's growing from the base and there's nothing under.
I know, but it just feels unrealistic because it's like when I feel that under my skin, like it's like you can.
But like,
nails.
but so like when you put a seed in the ground, and it eventually turns into a plant.
Mm-hmm.
Where does even that come from? It's got to be the same process of my fingernails, doesn't it?
No, I think you're wrong.
There's materials that turn into something else. And
well, obviously that's how it works, but I just don't understand.
Okay, so what is it we have to find out? What is your question?
Where do fingernails grow from?
Okay, should we ask?
You know what I think is really interesting? How your teeth are bones.
Yeah, and they grow too. But if you break a bone, it doesn't grow back.
Well, yeah, neither do your teeth.
How come a gecko can drop its tail and grow it back again?
I don't know. That's like some Spider-Man question.
When you think of Wolverine, do you think of Mallrats?
I don't know what mall rats are.
Mallrats, a movie with Kevin Smith, where at some point in the movie, Jay Muse pretends to be, they're talking about this blueprint of a robbery. They're or they're going to take the hat of a secure, I forget exactly. But at some point, at the end, he goes, and bickety bam. And then when I think of Wolverine, I think of the words bickety bam.
No, why would I think of that? Wolverine reminds me of Mickey Mouse.
Wolverine reminds you of Mickey Mouse.
They have the same like hair.
Mickey Mouse doesn't have hair.
Like his ears, the way his ears are, or like Wolverine's little like, is this like his hair? Because they have like his Wolverine's like hair is supposed to be I think it's like a wolf's ears. I'm pretty sure.
Okay.
It's style.
Mickey Mouse does not have hair.
He has ears.
What is the top of his head though? It looks plasticky.
Yeah, it's ears.
Wait, hold on. I almost forgot what we were talking about. Okay, I'm good now. What's the question?
Where do fingernails grow from?
Do you think ChatGPT right now is like calling the NSA and they're like, there's a guy in New Jersey and he seems really dumb. I think you should go get him. Where do human fingernails grow from?
Yeah.
My daughter is 20 years old. I can't even believe it. She was diagnosed with type 1 diabetes when she was 2, and she put her first insulin pump on when she was 4. That insulin pump was an Omnipod, and it's been an Omnipod every day since then. That's 16 straight years of wearing Omnipod. It's been a friend to us, and I believe it could be a friend to you. Omnipod.com/juicebox. Whether you get the Omnipod DASH or the automation that's available with the Omnipod 5, you are going to enjoy tubeless insulin pumping. You're going to be able to jump into a shower or a pool or a bathtub without taking off your pump. That's right, you will not have to disconnect to bathe with an Omnipod. You also won't have to disconnect to play a sport or to do anything where a regular tube pump has to come off. Arden has been wearing an Omnipod for 16 years. She knows other people that wear different pumps, and she has never once asked the question, should I be trying a different pump? Never once. Omnipod.com/juicebox. Get a pump that you'll be happy with forever. The podcast is sponsored today by the place where I get my sheets, my towels, some of my clothing, a lot of the things that I stay warm or comfortable with. CozyEarth.com. I'm wearing a pair of Cozy Earth joggers right now. I've recently gotten another pair in a different color. I sleep on Cozy Earth sheets. They are so comfortable and soft and temperate. Temperate meaning I'm never hot or cold, which is really saying something because my wife loves to turn that giant fan on, but they keep me nice and warm without making me like sweaty or moist. You know what I mean? You don't want to be moist while you're sleeping. And then, of course, the waffle towels I use every day to dry off my bits and parts after I've showered. CozyEarth.com. Use the offer code JUICEBOX at checkout to save 40% off of your entire order. I'm not saying 40% off of one item. I'm saying 40% off of everything you put in the cart. CozyEarth.com. Use the offer code JUICEBOX at checkout. They grow from the nail matrix, which is located under the skin at the base of the nail. The nail matrix is the tissue or root. Ooh, root.
What? Why'd you say ooh?
Because I said seed earlier.
Oh, Jesus. All right, keep going.
Under the cuticle at the base of the nail, it is responsible for producing new cells that become the nail plate. As these new cells are produced, they push older cells forward, which causes the nail to grow outward. Nail plate is the hard, visible part of the nail. Okay, so this. It's made up of layers of, do you know?
Calcium.
Keratin.
Oh.
A protein.
Keratin, like that you put in your hair to make it silky?
Yes, just like in the shampoo commercials. What is in the shampoo? It's not ground up fingernails, right?
Ew, why would you say that?
Well, it's got to be something.
Why would it, what would make you think that is true?
Because at one point, wasn't soap whale fat or something?
I don't know.
All right, hold on. All right, hold on to that thought.
It's your thought. You hold on to
The
it.
cuticle is the thin layer of skin at the base of the nail, protecting the matrix from infection. When you get I hate to say this out loud. When you get a manicure, does it hurt when they trim your cuticles?
If they cut them.
I find it painful. Even if they, oh my God, listen to me. Now explain to people that I've had a manicure. Like when they soak them really well, it helps.
Yeah, because it like makes them soft.
Yes.
Yeah.
But have you ever noticed how weird my nails are?
I don't look at your nails.
You really don't know? I'm so self-conscious about them. You're not aware of how odd my nails are?
No, you just have weird hands.
My hands are weird?
They're so sausagey.
I do have really big hands.
Yeah.
Okay. My hands are huge. That's not what we're talking about. I'm talking about that my nails have a white tip.
I'm just telling you have other things you should be insecure about. And your fingernails are not one of them.
I look like I have a French manicure.
Wait, that's what everyone's nails look like.
Wait, everyone has a French manicure?
Yeah.
Why are mine so white though?
I think that's healthy.
Wait, this is a good thing?
Yeah, I think so.
We're going to find out because I've been worried about this my whole life.
No, I think that's
It's bothered
fine.
me since I was a child.
Yeah, I think it's
My
good.
decent parents, someone would have explained it to me. The nail bed is the skin underneath the nail plate. So the plate's the hard part on the top. The cuticle is the thing that protects you from infection. And the bed is that soft skin stuff underneath. It's not really that soft.
Oh my gosh.
Hold on. It supplies nutrients and support to the nail plate as it grows. How do it do that?
You lost me a little bit.
The nail bed underneath of your nail is giving nutrients to the plate as it's being built.
Right.
Cuticle plate bed. You got it so far?
We're in a dark room. I don't know what you're doing.
Stop it. Now there's also there's something called a lunula. The lunula, is the whitish, that's how I describe myself, the whitish crescent-shaped area at the base of the nail, visible under the nail plate.
Mm-hmm.
So it's kind of the fleshier colored part of the
like right in here
of the plate in by the cuticle. Okay. I didn't know it was
because isn't it like if a nail is like, say it's a square, like it's like that, and then it's like that. It has like
It's dark in here. I
curves.
can't see what you're doing.
Shut up.
It is
Just flipped me off. He just flipped me off, by the way, in case you were all wondering.
It is part of the nail matrix and is sometimes more visible on certain fingers than others. I have seen people whose lunulas are larger than other people's.
Why are you looking at this?
You don't ever notice that on people's fingers?
No, I don't look at people's hands.
Ever?
No.
You and I have a similar problem with our finger.
Don't tell them.
I think they know.
Don't tell them.
They know about mine. I don't know if they know about yours.
Mine's worse than yours.
You think your pointer finger is bent further than mine is?
All of my fingers are bent more than yours.
My left, wait, this is my right. My right, my right pointer finger bends to the right, like towards the middle finger pretty drastically, but it also twists that way at the same time. So it's twisted and bent.
Yeah, let's not start with me. Actually, do you know that I went to the nail salon when I was little, and the woman who worked there told me that I would be a great hand model, and then I told her, I was like, my fingers are a little crooked, and she was like, let me see, and she held them up. She goes, oh, yeah, you couldn't do it.
Tell people what they said the last time you went to get your nails done. I'm not sure if you know this about me. I don't drink coffee, but I do have a morning routine. I drink AG1 first thing in the morning. I like AG1 because it supports my digestion, reduces bloating, and helps to keep me, on the regular. I love that AG1 has these bioavailable ingredients that work with my body well. All of the ingredients are non-GMO, and they don't contain any added sugar. I just use 1 scoop a day, and it provides my whole body with gut, immune, and stress support. So start with AG1 and notice the difference for yourself. It's a great first step to investing in your health, and that's why they've been a proud partner of mine for so long. Try AG1 and get a free bottle of vitamin D3K2 and 5 free AG1 travel packs with your first order at my link, drinkag1.com/juicebox. That's a $48 value for free if you go to my link, drinkag1.com/juicebox. Check it out.
Okay, so I've been at college, obviously. I go there for like 5 months straight. I don't come home. Don't see anyone. And I've been taking, what am I taking? It's switched like 4 times, I feel.
Mangiano?
Yeah. Okay. Which obviously makes you skinny mini. And I come back and I've lost some weight. And it's not like, I hope I wasn't fat when I left. But I come back and I know all the people at the nail salon. We live in like a pretty small town. And I walk in there, they say hi to me, everything. And there's this guy who works there. I know him very well because I've been going there since I was a little kid. And he comes over and he always does the nail polish for me and he's doing it. And he looks at me and he's like, are you okay? Are you healthy? And I was like, yeah, I'm good. And I was like, that was a weird question to ask. Like, he's never asked me that. But I mean, you know what? He's being nice, making sure I'm good at school. And he's like, are you sure? And I was like, yeah, why? And he was like, you lost a lot of weight. And I was like, oh God. And this is where he gets me. He goes, what did he say? He goes, at least 20 or 30 pounds. And I thought, all right, well, shut the fuck up. Like I wasn't wearing tight fitting clothing, nothing. I was just like there. I was wearing just pants and a shirt. Mm-hmm. And he, God, made me feel like a little fatty pig.
I was buying a plant at what do you call that? Like a nursery. And I'm paying and I'm talking to the guy who I've known for years. And we are a good 20 seconds into our like back and forth. And he goes, oh, hey, it's you. What's up? And I went, what? Like we had already been talking, you know what I mean? And he goes, you look so different. And I said, oh, thank you. I've lost weight. I just preempted him with thank you in case he was, because, sometimes people are like, are you sick? Like, you know what I mean? Like that.
Yeah, that's what I was being asked.
Everyone thinks you have cancer when you lose weight.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I'm like, no, I just, and I tell people right away, I'm like, I used that drug you might have been hearing about. I've lost like 50 pounds. He goes, oh, you look terrific. And I was like, thank you. And he goes, you lost 50 pounds. And I said, yeah. He goes, that's not possible. How could you have lost that much weight? And I said, well, this is my starting weight. And he goes, oh my God, you weighed that much? And I said, yeah. And he goes, I don't see any loose skin on you. And then I realized he's like really looking at me. And he goes, yeah, like under your arms look good. And he goes, and your double chin's gone. And I'm like, I thought I didn't need to lose weight. Wait, what happened? He was
so your double chin's gone?
It's not bad. For a person who lost weight.
No, I'm not saying it's not good. I'm just saying, did he actually say that?
He said that, I swear to God.
Oh, I love that you know me so well. You thought I was still saying it was there.
Yeah, I thought you were making fun of me for sure.
Should have, but I didn't.
Okay, hold on a second. So
what were we talking about?
Cell production. Cells in the
I don't want to get back into this.
This is your question. You asked about this.
Fine.
Cells in the nail matrix divide and multiply.
Mm-hmm.
These new cells produce keratin and become part of the nail plate, and then the outward growth pushes it forward. And now here's growth rate. Fingernails typically grow about how much per month?
Per month?
Mm-hmm. My God, what are you thinking about?
2 centimeters.
Oh, wow. 3 millimeters. 1.2 inches. Or excuse me, 0.12 inches per month. Nail growth can be influenced by factors such as age, health, nutrition, and even the season. Nails tend to grow faster in the summer. Also, for people listening, because it is a diabetes podcast that they might be listening inside of, your nails can get weird if your thyroid's messed up. And you can get this pitting in your nails if your iron is low. Don't do that. People need to know stuff like that. You can get these. Do you ever see people with ridges in their nails? Like little.
I don't look at people's hands like that.
Well, it's a way to figure out your health. I don't understand why you're upset with me.
I just hate talking about health.
You don't want to help people get helped by stuff like that. They'll be listening. Like, I was listening to this guy and his dumb daughter doesn't know anything, and they were talking about fingernails, and I learned that my iron's low.
Listening to this beautiful girl and her freaky dad who looks at people's hands.
So however she ends up saying it, like, you might end up helping her. But here's the real deal. We need to know, where does keratin in shampoo come from?
What? Why are we looking this up?
Oh, are you afraid it's going to ruin shampoo for you?
No.
Oh, I think it's going to.
Stop.
Oh, look at this. Yeah, you're not going to like this at all.
Okay, what? Tell me.
Animal-derived keratin. Sheep wool.
That's fine.
Keratin is often extracted from sheep.
I don't think you're saying it right.
Keratin?
I think it's, is it keratin? I think it's keratin.
It's not keratin.
No, keratin.
Keratin.
That's not what you're saying. You're saying like a U. It's an
I'm
E.
I'm from Philly. It sounds the way it sounds. I don't know what you want from me.
It's not an excuse.
I got you out of Philly. Now you have some bastardized Northeast version of talking. Keratin is often I also can't say the name Kerry.
Kerry?
Yeah.
Can I say it?
It sounds different to me when you say it than when I say it. Curry. I think
You're saying curry.
Curry.
Yeah, you're saying curry, like Curry, like Steph Curry.
But when you say it.
Carrie.
That sounds like carry to me.
Carrie.
Yeah.
No, your E's and your A's are so wrong. It's unbelievable. You should be humiliated.
I am a little humiliated. It's extracted from sheep wool, which is a rich and sustainable source. The wool is processed to break down the keratin protein into a form that can be used into cosmetic products. Now, here's another way they get it. From bird feathers.
I don't have a problem with any of these.
Chickens are another common source of keratin. They are processed similarly to wool, it's extracted. Okay. Cattle hooves and horns.
No problem with that.
Keratin can also be extracted from the hooves and horns.
Wait, I don't care about the explanation. Just give me them.
That was it. There's also plant-based keratin. Scientists have developed synthetic keratin like proteins using biotechnology, which just sounds like you're getting scalp cancer. But let's take a look. These alternatives mimic the properties of natural keratin, are used in vegan and cruelty-free products. Oh, the ones you said you were no trouble with were cruel. It says they're cruel. I mean, where do you think the hooves from you think that they just trim the nails of the cows?
Dad, I don't know.
After they kill the cow for meat, they lop off the feet and make shampoo with it.
Okay, well, it's already dead. Like, what do you want me to do?
I don't think that's the argument of the animal side, but okay. Also, soy, wheat, corn, plant proteins from sources like soy, wheat, and corn can be hydrolyzed, broken down into smaller molecules to create keratin-like proteins. These hydrolyzed plant proteins are then used in shampoos and in vegan alternatives to animal-derived keratin. The production process is the keratin is extracted from animal byproducts through a process of hydrolysis. Hydrolysis, Dad.
Hydrolysis. I've heard that word before.
One more time. Okay. Where the protein is broken down into smaller peptides and amino acids. GLP-1's a peptide.
So, were you trying to say amino acids?
Did I not say amino acids?
You were like amino acids.
And because I was having another thought at the same time. The extracted keratin
Was it that you're like talking so much right now?
Do you want to read?
No, I just fear that this is too much reading and we have to talk.
Okay, so enough of what keratin is.
Yeah.
I say.
Like, they can WikiHow this.
Well, if they can do that, then what do they need the podcast for?
That's the whole point, is we're supposed to talk. We're supposed to be the entertainers.
How would I tell a child how fingernails grow?
Are you serious right now?
I want to see if it dumbs it down. Because there's part of me that doesn't understand what the Matrix is. Oh, it calls it the Nail Factory, the Matrix. I didn't like that. Explain the nail matrix in more detail. I know this is going to be, I hope somebody finds this interesting. Because I kind of do.
It's so hot in here.
Yeah. You going to take off your sweatshirt?
No.
Okay. Oh my God. Well, we're almost done with this anyway. Let's just tell people that the nail matrix is found beneath the cuticle. We know that. The primary function, we know that. The matrix.
So you know what I'm realizing?
Yeah.
That
it didn't dig any deeper.
No, not even that. That there's not that, like, you don't actually have to dig that deep for anything. Nothing's that deep.
I see what your point is.
You know what I mean?
There's no more to be told about this.
Yeah, like that's just what it is.
Well, there is.
I mean, I'm sure there's more to it, but that's like science. That's gets into like molecules and stuff like that.
Not just the explanation.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But for explanations, there's only so much that you can say.
I do have a question. Why is nail fungus so hard to get rid of?
Why do you have so much trouble with this?
So I want to just first say I do not have nail fungus, but I've heard people get it and it's really difficult to get rid of.
Like toenail fungus and stuff?
So it says that dense keratin, I don't know how to say it. You've messed me up now on that.
No, you were already messing it up. You upset over there?
Protein that is difficult for medications to penetrate. It makes it hard for the antifungal treatments. Oh, it makes sense.
Pause. Don't me and Cole have too much keratin on our skin and that's why we get those weird patches?
Do I have that too? Is that what I have some age marks. Is that what age marks are?
No, I think you're just old.
Wait, what's the question? Can too much?
No, it's not a question. It's just like, is that true, what I just said?
Where do you think you have patches? What is it you've heard?
Yeah, like me and Cole, like sometimes like on our stomachs we'll get like darker patches and we're like, what is that? And then we have to use like that special whatever to wipe it off.
In your belly button.
Yeah.
Oh my God. Yeah. What is that?
I think it's keratin probably. It's like a buildup of keratin.
Oh, and like dark spots on your skin though too.
Yeah, that's probably the same thing.
Small rough bumps to appear on the skin. Yours isn't rough. Arms, thighs, cheeks, or buttocks. You ever get on your buttocks?
I don't think so. I can't see back there though.
So this isn't that. That's not that.
No, I swear it is.
Oh wait, and then it also talks about psoriasis, ichthyosis, a group of genetic skin disorders characterized by dry, scaly skin. Yours isn't scaly. So a buildup of keratin can make these things.
No, I think I'm right.
And psoriasis is an autoimmune condition that accelerates the growth cycle of skin cells.
Psoriasis? Kim Kardashian.
Does she?
And she's always like, my psoriasis is acting up.
Does she say that?
Yeah.
Oh my God.
Like every episode of the Kardashians.
There was a commercial.
Not that psoriasis isn't a problem.
Right. But
Kim Kardashian is.
There was a commercial when I was a kid for something called Gold Bond, and it was like a cream, and it would say, "Do you know the like it would oh my God, how do they put it?
Are you gonna ask this thing?
Gold Bond commercial.
Use your brain.
Do you know the
Dad, I think that ChatGPT is going to be the reason that you stop using your brain.
It could be.
And that's not good.
Because it knows everything.
No, but it actually doesn't because it cannot help me with my math homework.
I think your problem with your math homework was your teacher. Yeah, right? That was upsetting.
That's just the education system. I'm telling you, that's why I don't understand money.
That's in another episode. Okay, I think we're done. You understand how nails grow?
No, but it's fine.
No, the matrix makes the cells and they double and build and they...
I get it.
You don't, do you?
I do understand.
Because I was proud of myself because I think I understand this one.
No, I get it. It's just not as deep as I wanted it to be.
What did you expect was happening?
It's like, when, how we're talking about like when you travel somewhere and you think it's going to be so much different from where you already are, and it's like actually not that different at all. Mm-hmm. That's just how the world works, I think.
Yeah. Disappointing, isn't it?
The world is kind of a little disappointing.
Okay.
Because it's like, it's so interesting. Like every day, like you're supposed to talk to people and make conversation, but you can only make conversation of what you've done that day. But they're like, I don't want to like hear about this over and over and over again. But then it's like, well, that's all I got. Like that is what we have to talk about. Like, I don't know what to tell you.
That's my day. I can talk about this or nothing.
Yeah.
Well, how come people, I woke up this morning because in my dream, I had a dream last night that I was trapped in a house with some people that I grew up with. And I forget why we couldn't get out. Like, as I look back on it now, I know it was this incredibly detailed dream, but I forget almost all the details of it.
You know who was in my dream last night?
Go ahead.
Homelander.
From The Boys?
Yeah.
Was he mean or did he like you?
He actually liked me, which made me feel like I might be a terrible person. But we can get to that in a second.
Okay. So I woke up because I'd finally gotten out of the house, right? Like we had been trapped in this house for so long. Mm-hmm. It felt like we were never going to get out, like we were prisoners. Mm-hmm. And then there it was, the door was open and I could leave. And I said, hey, I got to pee before we go.
Okay.
And I walked back in the house to pee.
Okay.
And then I woke up and I had to pee.
Are you acting like that is crazy?
I don't think it's crazy.
It's not crazy at all. That happens to people all the time.
How come we don't tell people about that in the middle of the day when they ask how you're doing? And I say,
I would tell people about that. But the problem is if I tell that to mom or Cole, they're going to be like, okay, that's stupid.
Well, we have a weird division in our house, though, because you and I think alike and they think alike.
Yeah.
Yeah. So, wait, what was this about Homelander?
Oh, I had a dream last night that Homelander was in, and I think some of the boys' cast was in it, but I remember him being there because I don't know where we were. We were not at home, but I feel like we were definitely like northeast, but it was more like city-like, not like New York, kind of like suburbs. I don't know. But I'm in someone's house and then he just like showed up and I was like, well, nice knowing you. Like, he's going to kill us. And for some reason, like he thought I had information that I did not have. And I had to be like, I do not have this information. And he like fully believed me because I did not have it. And I like was not afraid to tell him that. I was like, I don't have the information you're looking for. And I was like, but I know someone who might. So then I took him somewhere. It was like to a shop or something. I don't know why. And then after we were there, like we had to fight some bad people. Makes me wonder if they were bad because I was with Homelander. And then after it was over, he like, I was just a normal person, but he like really, he thought I was really smart and he trusted me because I was like, I'm not going to get killed by you. Like I'm getting out of this situation because I'm not a part of it. And then we were kind of like buddies after that.
Do you think that in that dream, Homelander was college and you were working your way through it and it didn't kill you?
No, not at all. I think you just made that up.
Okay. I was just wondering.
I think you might have been in it. Like I actually think I saved your life.
Oh, I was hoping I was going to be a superhero, but no.
No, none of us were superheroes.
That hurts.
Yeah. And I didn't see him like laser anyone or anything. Did I? I don't know.
Do you think everybody's watching this show that knows what you're talking about? I mean,
they should watch it.
You have to have Amazon Prime to watch it.
Well, they should watch it.
How weird is it that if you have Amazon Prime, your packages get there sooner and you get to watch The Boys?
Yeah.
Interesting.
And Upload.
And Upload. Oh, do people know Upload?
I don't think people know Upload.
Good show. Good show.
So
Amazon Prime, made by the guy who produced The American Office.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
I didn't know that.
What's his name? Greg something.
I don't know.
Maybe. Hold on a second.
How about Steve Carell gets better looking as time goes on?
He does?
Let's talk about that. Yeah.
Is he gray now?
Yeah, he's gray.
Greg Daniels is the guy's name, by the way. He's worked on the U.S. version of The Office, Parks and Rec, King of the Hill, and, of course, Upload, which is a great show on Amazon Prime. Only 3 seasons?
Yeah, I think there's another one coming.
There's been 2 and there's one more coming? Or there's 3?
No, there's 3 and there's another one.
There's one more coming.
Or there might be more than that, but it's like definitely, I think they're making it for sure.
I'm a fan.
Yeah, it's really good. And the main guy, what's Robbie something? Chef's Kiss.
You like him?
He's the main character in The Duff, too. Not the main character, but he's the main guy.
In The
I've
Duff.
liked him since I was little.
Wait.
And his cousin is The Green Arrow. Stephen Amell.
Amell. Oh, it's Robbie Amell?
It's Robbie Amell.
And when you said Chef's Kiss, was he in a show called Chef's Kiss?
No, just
or were
like
you giving him a
Chef's Kiss.
I thought that's what you're doing. I thought you were offering it, but then I was like, maybe it's a TV show on the CW. I don't know.
No, but you're welcome for The Bear for that recommendation.
Oh, The Bear. Excellent.
Mm-hmm.
We'll have to find a way to talk about television in some of these episodes if we can.
What am I hearing?
Is it like scratching?
Yeah, something's moving.
It's one of the chameleon's bugs. They can't get out of where they are.
Oh no.
It's fine. They're fine.
No.
They can't get to you. Don't worry.
No, Dad, it's really loud.
It's just moving around. It's fine. It'll stop. They can't get out of there.
Dad, come on.
You're okay. The
No.
chameleons have to eat.
No, they don't.
Sure they do. How are they going to get big and strong?
You'll feed them whenever, but I text you and I'm like, hey, can you make breakfast? And you're like, oh.
Do you think?
Oh my God.
Do you think it's a good idea to record yourself telling people that at 20 years old you're texting me?
I'm not 20 yet. I have a couple more days.
At 19 years old, you're texting me to make you breakfast.
I think that makes perfect sense. You only get me in this house for so long.
I've had you for 20 years already.
No, I go to college.
It feels like long enough.
And then I come home and I expect.
You expect for me to make you breakfast every day.
But you're also making yourself breakfast in that
Not
sense.
at the same time. You get up later than me.
You should get up later.
When you asked me to make you breakfast this morning, I had been up for 5 hours already.
Dad, I don't want to talk about it. I had a bad night. I did not feel good. I had cramps.
I know. I'm sorry. Okay, we're done with this one. I think this was good. Thank you.
Goodbye.
If you'd like to wear the same insulin pump that Arden does, all you have to do is go to omnipod.com/juicebox. That's it. Head over now and get started today, and you'll be wearing the same tubeless insulin pump that Arden has been wearing since she was 4 years old. I'd like to thank Cozy Earth for sponsoring this episode of the Juicebox Podcast and remind you that using my offer code JUICEBOX at checkout will save you 40% off of your entire order at CozyEarth.com. That's the sheets, the towels, the clothing, anything available on the website. A huge thank you to one of today's sponsors, AG1. Drink AG1.com/juicebox. You can start your day the same way I do, with a delicious drink of AG1. If you're newly diagnosed, check out the Bold Beginnings series. Find it at juiceboxpodcast.com up in the menu, in the featured tab of the private Facebook group, or go into the audio app you're listening in right now and search for Juicebox Podcast Bold Beginnings. Juicebox is one word. Juicebox Podcast Bold Beginnings. This series is perfect for newly diagnosed people. Thank you so much for listening. I'll be back very soon with another episode of the Juicebox Podcast. If you're not already subscribed or following the podcast in your favorite audio app like Spotify or Apple Podcasts, please do that now. Seriously, just to hit follow or subscribe will really help the show. If you go a little further in Apple Podcasts and set it up so that it downloads all new episodes, I'll be your best friend. The episode you just heard was professionally edited by Wrong Way Recording. WrongWayRecording.com.